Welcome to Living in Beauty. It's Wednesday, June 8th, 2022, day 2151 on the road, and we're on the Alcan Highway in British Columbia. The dream of going to Alaska is almost instinctual, a kind of migration that is reborn within each new generation. My folks made the drive before cell phones. Using public payphones, they checked in once a week from somewhere out there. Now, with the Canadian border reopened after a 2-year closure, we expect to share the Alcan Highway with a record-breaking number of senior retirees. Their RVs packed tight with puffy coats, woolen underwear, and toques. Whatever it takes to meet the Alaska of our imaginations. Yep, we're in the Alaska state of mind, on our way to a land that humans will never tame to submission, one that tests the resilience of man and beast. We hope to capture some moments of the old Alaska Dad explored in the 1950s. This drive north shakes long-lost memories out of the dust and into our travel conversation. Recently, I remembered an Oprah episode in the early 80s when Alaska was begging for women. Even socially, Alaska is a curious place where the people shun billboards, have reindeer for pets, hang their fish outside to dry, and everyone is welcome because, hey, why not? Curiosity suits us fine. We partner with machines. If living in beauty challenges the conventions of generic housing solutions and arouses cultural assumptions, then so be it. We're in it for the love of the land, which we feel coursing through our old bones like a tonic. Someday, when we must depart from this gallivant, it will be as difficult as leaving a beloved country. Until that fateful day arrives, we depend on Beauty and the Beast for housing, energy production, water, food, and fuel storage. All the rig asks of us is care and maintenance. Most things we can handle on our own, but our active travel schedule requires a support team. Our Airstream technicians are good. So good that appointments are necessary. Every calendar year, we proactively call early for a place on the work schedule at Vinnie's North Bay Airstream repair. Preparation for Alaska began years ago with this list. Replace 20-year-old axles, replace 20-year-old suspension shocks, install a lift kit to raise the Airstream 3 inches, repack wheel bearings, brake inspection, new tires, black and gray tank proactive maintenance, pressure check for leaks and seal all, upgrade to lithium batteries, replace broken rivets, inspect undercarriage for loose areas or damage. We felt ready, but we never leave California without Vinnie's blessing. As a worst-case scenario, Jim scheduled a week for last-minute repairs. But, evidently, all that glamping in Arizona and San Diego spared us the usual damage. We were finished by noon on the first day. Vinnie gave us a thorough look-see and walk-around. Clayson inspected the brakes and seals. Vinnie checked the tires and hitch, and Clayson resealed the roof. Vinnie did find a cavity, a sign of future work that will need attention. But Beauty, a 20-year-old active rig that loves to off-road, got off easy. That night, we celebrated at Umai and drafted a last-minute wine country tour. The next day, heading toward Lodi, just a few miles south of Vinnie's, we found this Harvest Host's brew mecca. With 36 taps, a full kitchen, and an outdoor beer garden, Highwater Brewery provided a friendly, safe, and comfortable overnight stay in downtown. I've always thought that old vine California Zinfandel makes its own music. Moving up the road a couple of miles, we pulled into Harmony Winelands, where a music legacy taps into the joy of nature. This boutique, small family winery in the beautiful Lodi Appalachian area only produces about 3,000 cases annually. These wonderful handcrafted wines, produced with the highest concern for the land, made us want to dance, and there was plenty of room. What a perfectly delightful and quiet overnight destination. We will return to Harmony Winelands. Wine hopping through Lodi is always an education. Usually, we learn something about California history or a current trend in agriculture and water management. This year, as the tasting rooms reopened, the families disclosed that harvest hosts helped many vineyards and winemakers stay economically afloat through the pandemic, and also how the next generation of winemakers are holding up the family legacy. Van Bruten is a winery with a lot of heart. After a wonderful tasting, they took us in for the night and served up a stunning flamingo pink and violet sunset. Moving up the road, we pulled into San Pablo Bay for some more free camping beside a dog-friendly park, within walking distance to Rodeo and Four Fools Winery. If a harvest host can compare to Four Fools, please let us know. Four Fools invited us to bring our dinner to the scenic patio. Jim liked it so much he broke out the Humboldt Fog, our favorite California cheese. Heading north toward Bodega Bay, we stopped in Cotati for breakfast at the Twins restaurant. Okay, Vinnie told us we had to try out his niece's place in Cotati. Sure, your technician tells you to try his twin niece's place, you do it, right? Still, we had a feeling the twins would be awesome. And now we know we'd drive far, far out of our way to eat there. Best biscuits in California. Adventure Barbie, our San Diego friend, recommended we check out Lawson's Landing at Dillon Beach. Barbie had recently spent an Airbnb weekend there with her boy George. Dillon Beach? Never heard of it, we said. Turns out Barbie, who grew up in Santa Barbara and knows everything, had just discovered this remote beach about 20 miles from Petaluma. Following our GPS through pastureland, we began to doubt Barbie, who knows everything. Was she playing some kind of game with us? But then the tiny village of Tomales clued us in that we were on the right path. Then suddenly, ta-da! Beach. Most of our fellow campers were regulars who grew up coming here. Don't mind the cows. They're used to it. Dillon Beach and Lawson's Landing is the last private California resort offering fishing, boating, kayaking, and the best tide pooling I've ever seen. Thanks, Barbie, who knows everything. In an ideal world, wine is a libation of legacy. From the moment we arrived and Christina welcomed us to the Barra family vineyard, we felt the generations of care that goes into Mia Bia's clean, award-winning wines. Christina's parents, Pete and Beatrice, founded the vineyard. Pete and Beatrice are gone now, but their life's work continues with the premium wine grapes they planted 60 years ago. Honor, responsibility, commitment. These things are hard work, and Mia Bia is a beautiful reminder that the best work is all love. Eureka was our last California destination. We stopped here to visit childhood friends, Frank and Nancy Riley. Our little church youth group reunion led to some small-town good luck. We arrived to Johnny's at the Beach RV Park in the rain with a leak in our fresh water tank. Fortunately, we were only a short drive from Century Service Center And Barry, Frank's friend, was kind enough to make an opening in his busy schedule to shut off the broken valve. Meanwhile, we lunched with Frank and Nancy at the Samoan Cookhouse and Logging Museum and enjoyed a tour of the city's fascinating architecture, murals, and, of course, the local breweries. From here, we're out of our comfort zone, crossing new bridges, going places we've never been. But old age is about moving on anyway. We wander in and out of towns like the elderly characters in novels and plays, shuffling in to drop a gem, a benign zinger that usually states the obvious, and then exit the scene. The kids tell us our peripatetic life is cool. That makes us feel worthwhile, at least, and rescues us from the bleakness of sepia invisibility. Every day we wake up inside the journey, living a dream, and the dream takes us by the hand, leading us from beauty to beauty. Thank you for joining us at Living in Beauty. If you like this post and want to be notified when a new one is released, please enter your email address and click the follow button at the bottom of this page. For more info, check out our travel maps and facts. Okay, that's it for now. Safe and happy travels. Until next time.